What's up, guys? It's Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm about to play Open Up with Urban Outfitters. Yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna pick it. This is 1. Okay. Can you teach us some vocal warm-ups? Sure. Okay. It's a little early. Let's do it. So basically, you want to bring everything to the front of your mask, what they call it. So by doing, it's a great vocal exercise. It's also one of my favorites because it makes people laugh. Yeah. So you just go. And then you annoy a lot of people. People leave the room, and yeah, if you ever want people to like go away, start doing that. B-L-U-E. 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't think I'm doing that right. You recorded in my bed, in an actual bed. Why am I always in a bed? Have you recorded any other songs outside of the traditional booth? I believe that I have, and I'm trying to figure out where. Like a lot of the times, if it's in someone's like home studio that we're recording in, it can be in their living room. Sometimes there's better acoustics in the kitchen, so we'll set up the mic in the kitchen. I did once record a song in a hotel room, which is essentially still a room, but definitely not ones that you usually have professional mics set up in. So that was definitely more of a non-traditional one. In my house that I grew up in, my dad had built me like out of a closet, like our Harry Potter closet. Everyone has one. So we used that one to make a recording studio for me as a baby, so I could record YouTube videos, and it was real cute. And I was in this purple phase because all the girls at school really liked purple. I'm a follower, it's fine, I'll own up to it. And so I really liked purple at the time. And so he painted my entire studio purple and put like the foam walls up for me. And I was like, yeah, it's whatever, I want to come to my studio. And yeah, so it's still there, but I don't live in that house anymore. Sad face. Someone's gonna get a banging recording studio when they buy that house. 5 songs off your guilty pleasure playlist. Hint, one has to be Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana. It would be, probably. Actually, maybe all of her songs, but maybe not a guilty pleasure playlist, maybe just a playlist. I was listening to Strut by the Cheetah Girls in the car the other night. For some reason, when Raven sings Spanish Roll, it makes me really happy and excited. Only true fans will know. And then what's another guilty pleasure playlist? I'll listen to like Hot Shell Ray when they go, tonight, tonight, and they're like weird British. I don't think they are British. That's what I loved about like emo punk rock. Punk pop? Anyways, I'm gonna answer more questions. Which of your past characters would be the most interesting to write music as? That is a good question. I would say probably there's a character that I played in an indie film that I did just a little over a year ago called Short History of the Lum Road, and her name's Nola, and she's very introverted. So I would actually be most interested to write music as her because I think I'm not as introverted as she is, so I think it'd be a very different style than what I normally write. I feel like she would lean more into like Fleetwood Mac type of vibes. Something a little bit more indie, but maybe folky, but maybe like, not country though. You know what I mean? It's like a blend. You said you write down all your ideas. What's the last idea you wrote down? Can I check? Okay, let's pull this out. Where is it? I'm a professional, my phone's on set. Okay. Well, yesterday I was writing a song, which this isn't what the song ended up being, but I was with a friend, an artist named Pink Sweats, and we started talking about timing. And I know that that's such an overused phrase, term, and it's something we always think about in life, but we were both talking about like the timing of our lives at that time and how, I'm saying time so many times and now I'm really aware of it. But I think just the general concept can be so many different things. So I just wrote it down because I think a lot of the times it's not even what I end up writing about at that certain moment, but I will always save it for later, and sometimes it just comes in handy when I need it. Okay. You said In My Bed is about those moments when life feels like a lot to deal with. Say something to someone who might be going through that moment right now. Whew, okay, let me narrow it down. I think when I'm in those moments, and I'll just speak from my own experience, I think it's such a overused kind of sentiment, but you really just have to pause for a second and I think reflect and remind yourself what you're grateful for. Because as long as you can find one thing you're grateful for, I think it takes your mind off of what negatively is happening in your life at the moment. And all you need is a second to like step away from it in order to like clear your mind and be able to approach it, I think, in a way that feels a little bit more stable, at least for me. So I would just say whatever you're going through right now, music, it's the best medicine. And also just staying around people you love and around people that make you genuinely feel like the best version of yourself. I just said every cheesy thing ever. Might as well just go look up quotes on Pinterest, you know. What's the best place to listen to Act 1? What about Act 2? The best place to listen to Act 1, I would say, is with your girls, and by girls I mean friends, like with your sisters. I don't know, I would say out and about in like a city, but I don't know what city I'm talking about. I would say New York, if I could be very specific, just because New York is very electric. I feel like the album makes you feel super empowered, it makes you feel alive, it makes you want to go out and be in the world and experience. And then for Act 2, I would probably say listen to Act 2 either in a car, driving like in some really atmospheric view type of a place, or on like a hike. Weird? No? Yeah, that's normal. Can you do your best High School Musical jump pose on this bed? Yes, I can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I think Zac Efron did that one.